welcome to I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit, a show where we discuss movies from our childhood, our nostalgia from watching them as kids, how they got made, and our experiences rewatching them as adults. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Warner, and joining me, as always, Matthew Pelton.
Well, as always, it's generous.
It's generous for this semester.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Also, right off the bat, for those watching on YouTube or even on Spotify with the embedded video, these lights in the video are synced to our voice.
Is that what's going on?
It's happening. I noticed
wild.
it because it was synced to the music, and it's going crazy right now.
Why do we have these every time?
So I apologize if it's a distraction, and I applaud us if it's a bonus. So
exactly.
Good for us.
We get. How about this? If people like it, we set them up.
Yeah.
If people don't like
it,
we came in and we were forced. There's
also,
nothing we could do.
Dude, this might be our most energetic episode of the season.
We have a lot to discuss. We've got a lot going on.
Well, that and also we're here at 4 p.m.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to talk about the fact this is like an illegal episode.
Kind of. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. We're here at 4 p.m. instead of our usual 10.
But that's okay. Yeah. And it's also Thursday. So
yeah,
happy Thursday.
Yeah, happy Thursday.
Happy last day of class. Technically. At least for me.
Yeah, my last class was yesterday.
Yeah,
but I'm done.
But last day of Emerson classes.
Yeah, no more Emerson colleges forever.
Forever. Well, for me, kind of, but still,
yeah.
And one more class, but
doesn't
on
count.
campus. Yeah, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Doesn't count. Welcome everyone to the season 3 finale.
Woo!
This is the second annual Greenlit Awards.
We made it.
It's
Also,
definitely not annual, but it's fine.
Our last ever episode in WECB,
person, which is crazy.
Say goodbye to the studio, man. This is it.
I already had my reminiscing moments alone in the studio. I had all the lights off. I just had that orange light on when I was doing the Where's Matthew Pelton special. I hope everyone enjoyed that, by the way, because this is going to come out after the Where's Matthew Pelton special.
I certainly did.
So I'm pumped.
I haven't
really
been
excited.
able to listen to it yet, but I loved it. It was my favorite episode.
Dude, this is great.
Okay,
it feels so good to be back.
A fun little fact about the Where's Matthew Pelton special.
Yeah.
It's the only episode of Greenlit I'll ever listen to.
Yeah.
I've never
for the
listened.
ones where you weren't on it, like Alex and.
That's true. Yeah, I've listened to those.
Definitely, you know Kung Fu Panda.
I listened to that whole thing. I know all the behind the scenes lore.
You watched the Hook episode with Ren, definitely.
Sure did. I love Ren.
Speaking of Ren and Alex and all of our great guests, let's talk season 3. It's been a fun season.
It's been a wild season.
We've had a lot of firsts in this season.
Yes.
Our first episode where one of us fully didn't watch the movie.
Yep.
Our first season where you didn't show up at all.
Seems like they're all
multiple
first,
times.
But seems like you had a normal season and then I screwed everything up.
And then the first episode, where we had 2 guests with Mark and Brandon.
Oh yeah,
on Chicken
that's
Run,
true. And Chicken Run,
was super fun.
Yeah. Honestly, that was actually a lot of fun.
Such a cool episode.
Future Evie winning.
Yeah. Well, hey, don't call it out. Don't call it out. We can't jinx ourselves. Yeah, it's been such a fun time. Obviously, the 10 a.m. was a challenge, and we got over it.
Yeah. Well,
and we've had some good episodes. We've had some.
I will say,
fun times.
When I showed up, it was good.
Yeah.
When I was there.
It was a matter of, dude, this season, especially towards the end, every time I showed up, I was like,
50-50.
Oh, boy. It got down to like 20-80, 20% chance he shows up.
Yeah,
80% chance.
Bad. Sorry about
we
that,
just
man.
Don't hear. Every week I was determined. I was like, I'm going to do it on my own this week. This is it.
This is the time.
I was like, we have a guest, thank God, but like it's just going to be us. Like every time.
I'm sure it up. Okay, well, I don't know if you said it on the Where's Matthew Pelton special.
Yeah, none of it was your fault. Yeah,
you said what happened?
Yeah.
Okay,
then
I won't repeat it.
Yeah,
Go listen to that episode. Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't my fault with the last one. The other two.
No, I mean,
no
it is what it is. I understand.
Yeah, it happened. But speaking of season 3, I will say, even though the time slot was easily my biggest challenge, because I'm a guy that gets up at noon every day.
Yeah.
So getting up at 9 and then be like, do I shower or do I not shower? And have to time I was in PJs. Yeah, it was a tough spot, especially because we got so screwed. But in terms of the movies, probably the best quality-wise we've had maybe in the show's history.
I would argue last season, but that's just a personal preference.
Like
I'm a
season 2
huge fan of Nightmare Before Christmas and Emperor's New Groove. Like those two are solid.
Yeah, but Emperor's like, eh.
Yeah, no, well that's fair. Yeah, it's personal preference. But this season definitely, I think we've just gotten better as the show's gone on. And I'm getting continuously nervous for the future because there's no way it stays this good, especially with what we have coming this summer, which we will announce at the very end of this episode.
I hope it stays this good. What do you mean?
Teased it for a while. But dude, sequels, oh boy.
It's coming.
We're in for our
Oh, you mean
due.
good quality wise? I thought you meant me and you have been good.
Oh, no,
way to compliment ourselves.
Been great. No, I'm saying quality of the movies. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, quality of the movies has been consistently pretty good.
Yeah.
But, there was one I just couldn't watch.
Right.
With 2 attempts under my belt.
Yeah.
But for the most part, a lot of Greenlit can be a chore.
Yeah.
It's like, let's sit through this, fucking thing. Whoops.
Yeah.
That's our last episode. Who cares? But this one, a lot of times I was like excited. I was like, oh, Megamind. Like, oh, Chicken Run. I don't know what this is. Like, it was very much I'm excited to watch the movie. I'm just not excited to wake up.
Yeah, that's
usually
fair.
it's the opposite. I'm not excited to watch the movie, but I'm excited to go to the studio.
Definitely.
So thanks, WECB.
Yeah. Also, I want to point out, we're both wearing matching hoodies.
Yeah, we are.
I was going to take off my hoodie because I have a button
you
down
came all
on.
dressed. What
I was
happened?
like ready to go, and then we just came in here in a rush, and I set everything up and got going, and I just now realized it. So
you didn't take it off?
For those listening and not watching, just know I do have a button down on. Just it's being hidden by my hoodie.
But the hoodie's a rad hoodie.
Well, yeah, it's great. It's a river.
And I'm only saying that because I made it.
It's great.
It's pretty cool.
I love it.
It's whatever.
So yeah, season 3 was great. We're excited to announce officially that we're continuing the show. We'll say how and what way later, but we are continuing the show. We definitely didn't want to give it up, at least now. Obviously, it's the end of our time at WCB, but we're continuing via Zoom.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun.
Yeah,
Florida and LA.
style.
We're gonna have to account for time differences, which I'm just now realizing. Yeah.
3-hour difference.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Especially for you, because it's 3 hours earlier no matter what for you.
So as long as you realize you're doing Greenlit late night every night, we're all good.
There's no shot. I'm like, I can only do it at 9 a.m. You're like, nope, no shot.
You wish.
Because that's 6 for you.
Yeah,
no
I might still be awake.
Yeah.
But not for
from
good
the
reasons.
night before.
Yeah. How about this? If we shoot it like 2 a.m. my time, will you be up like at 5?
I could try it.
Because you're an early bird kind of guy, you know what I mean? 5's not that bad.
I could get up, do the show, and then get ready for work. Go to work.
See? So
my work starts at 9. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so yeah, we're here at the Greenlit Awards. We're back.
Yes, our second ever.
Do you want to just get into it?
Should we explain kind of what the Greenlit Awards are and where they came from for those who didn't listen to the first one?
Yeah, definitely. So this is kind of an idea that culminated from both Blank Check, our biggest inspiration, and also Yankel Gelman.
Shout out Yankel. Yeah.
He suggested that we do our own version of the Oscars, and we put our little twist on it, and we wanted to do just the bad movies.
Pretty much.
Basically, obviously, we want to recognize like some good performances and
which
some
we
good
have
things. Yeah, which we're going to start off with, and then it gets progressively worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what we did is because we have that weird kind of season 2.5.
Yes.
So
we're including season 2.
We're including season 2. It's 2.5 all the way till now. 3.
Yes.
What was the last movie?
Chicken Run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What a note to end on.
Yeah.
2.5, which starts with
Scooby-Doo. Yeah.
Yes. So Scooby-Doo all the way to Chicken Run.
Mm-hmm.
That was nominated.
Yes.
Yeah. Or at least in the running for every category.
Exactly. So going right into it, let's start with Best Actor in a Leading Role.
The big one.
Let's hear your nominees, and I think what we did last time was your nominees and your winner, and then my nominees
and your winner.
Something like that, yeah.
So the way this is set up is Nick texts me a giant spreadsheet.
Yes.
He does all the work, which is very typical of the show. And he sends me a big spreadsheet, and he's like, okay, nominate 5, choose 1. Unless sometimes you can't, like for McDonald's, there's only like 4 or something, which we'll get to. But for actor in a leading role, and this will be a common theme for most of them.
Oh, no.
I could not get to 5.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I have 4, though.
Okay,
I got close.
Reasonable. I struggled with a couple of them, too.
Oh, there you go.
Because last time we did, it was 30 movies.
Yeah, which now
this time we had, I think, 13.
It was way less.
So it's way less.
Yeah, it's not even
there's
close.
not a ton to pick
from.
So there's definitely
4 is pretty high for me. There's a couple that are like only 2 or 3.
2 or 3, yeah. That's reasonable, yeah.
I tried. Okay, so actor in a leading role. Are you ready?
Let's hear it.
I have first nominee.
Yep.
Mike Myers for Shrek.
Got it.
Because shocker.
Yeah, makes sense.
He made the whole movie work.
Yeah.
Next, which I didn't think I was gonna, but I did. Will Ferrell for Megamind.
Surprised, but solid pick.
Right? Because I like Megamind. Yeah. Usually Will Ferrell annoys me.
Yeah.
I'm like a big Will Ferrell guy.
Mm-hmm.
But Megamind was pretty strong.
Yeah.
So I'm like, screw it. I'll put him in. Okay, third one.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Black. Kung Fu Panda.
Yes, as
Not Surf's Up. Surf's Up. I mean,
Shark Tale.
Shark Tale, thank you. We have too many water-themed movies we've covered.
Yeah.
I put Jack Black.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised by that, too, because my memory of that movie it's kind of, like, very predictable.
Right.
But it's the cast that make that work, and the writing's good enough that it kind of is elevated.
Definitely.
So I gave him a nomination. And then I have Robin Williams as Peter Pan.
Fair enough.
Yeah, which I almost didn't do, but the last 30 minutes is really good.
Yep. That's exactly my description for why I nominated him as well.
Oh, there you go.
So I'll get there in a second. But
And the winner,
let's hear it,
was Mike Myers.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I know. He was just he is Shrek.
He is Shrek.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
Shrek is Mike Myers. There is no Shrek without Mike Myers. So yeah, Shrek.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's solid nominations. I'm going to go into mine. So I have Scott Innes as Scooby-Doo and Fred.
Oh, you did?
Because it's 2 voices.
Okay, but there's 2 people that play Fred.
Yes?
Yeah, because you listed someone else and you put in parentheses Fred.
Yeah.
So he did 2 voices, but then someone else also did one of his characters.
Oh,
so
wait, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I meant Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
Oh,
Scott Innes.
You might.
He did 2 of the voices.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I think it was Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
He put 2 people as Fred.
I think I messed that up. But he did 2 of the voices, and it was very solid, so I appreciate that.
That's fair. That's fair.
I did, oh, God.
Uh-oh.
It's the person who played Pikachu. Because
you did?
There was a scene where Pikachu was getting, attacked, and there was just pure, they only have 1 line of dialogue, but the passion and, the soul in it, I was like, that is undeniable.
Okay, you know what?
That's
awesome.
Fair. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Jack Black as Poe.
Yes.
Mike Myers as Shrek.
Yes.
Robin Williams as Peter Pan.
Let's go. So no Will Ferrell.
No Will Ferrell.
Almost
Will Ferrell
the same
was,
exact list.
I think, 6.
Okay, that's fair.
And I put, for Peter Pan, similar, it was a tough call in the last slot because I wish there was more of him as Pan.
Exactly.
He's so undeniable as an actor, especially in the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
My winner is Jack Black as Poe.
Really?
Yeah. I think that movie in particular, when I personally think about it, all I can think about is that character, and he puts so much life into it.
Yeah.
And Shrek was my close second.
That's me with Shrek.
Yeah.
I think of Mike Myers as Shrek.
I think they're both synonymous with those characters.
That's fair.
So it was solid.
Wow, I'm shocked he beat Jack Black, beat Robin Williams, and
it was close.
Mike Myers.
It was close.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, okay, going into Best Actress in a Leading Role.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Now, before I give my nominations, how many were on the list?
I think 5.
5.
And I nominated all 5.
I nominated 2.
Nice. I just did it because I wanted to throw him a bone.
Yeah, that's fair. I felt like, okay, I know there's 5. I'm only nominate 5, but I only want to nominate the ones that are quote unquote worthy.
Yeah, actually good.
Yeah, so I'm I only have 2.
Yeah.
So I have Grey Griffin.
I think
Daphne.
there's 6 actually.
Is there 6?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have Grey Griffin as Daphne and Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Only because I have a thing for Daphne.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And then we won't elaborate. And then I have, oh God, here we go. Julia Sawalha. She played Ginger in Chicken Run.
Yeah.
And she obviously won.
Easily.
Yeah,
dude,
come on, man.
This was the easiest pick of this entire thing.
Chicken Run.
I had BJ Ward as Velma, Grey Griffin as Daphne, Veronica Taylor as Ash, surprisingly, even though it's a guy. It's a woman's voice. Rachel Lillis as Misty, and which you can argue is supporting, but I put her in lead because I was like,
yeah. Would be nice.
And then Julia Sawalha. God, this is horrible. As Ginger and Chicken Run, it's the most undeniable performance.
It's easily the best. It's so easily the best.
I think that's the one thing I'm going to say throughout this is everyone who I put as my winner is just undeniable. Yeah. They are the clear winner, if not because there's a lot in here that are close, and I'll get to that are literally between 2.
That's fair.
So many categories. But yeah, definitely Ginger.
I'd say that's why maybe it was because our pool was way smaller than it was the first time we did this. But some of these were so easy.
Yeah.
When I looked at the list, I'm like, oh, it's obviously Chicken Run. You think Scooby-Doo's beating Chicken Run? You out of your mind?
Especially the next category.
Which is what?
Actor in a supporting role. There is one person in here.
Oh, you better pick the same person I picked.
Dude, this is so such an easy, clear winner.
It should be.
It should be. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
This one I do have 5.
Yes,
me
too.
This is probably our biggest one.
Biggest one. It always is. And there was a solid group.
There was a solid group. Yeah. I like all my 5. Though I really hope we pick the same winner.
It has to be.
You're so bad.
Dude, it has to be.
Okay, I have Eric Stewart as Brock in Pokemon.
Okay. Not the choice that I was expecting, but
only because I am Brock.
Yeah, well, right.
I was like, I voiced this character, so I'm giving myself a nomination. I have David Cross as Minion from Megamind.
Fair enough.
I have Eddie Murphy as Donkey.
Right.
Because of course.
Of course.
Come on now. I have John Lithgow as Lord Farquaad.
Okay.
And then I have Mel Gibson as Rocky in Chicken Run.
Interesting. We have one through line.
Only one?
One.
It better be the winner.
This is what I'm talking about. It has to be.
My winner's Eddie Murphy as Donkey.
Easily.
Okay, thank God. Dude, you scared me so bad.
Undeniable. This guy is Donkey. Like Donkey.
Dude, yes.
When I saw this list again, because this is what, like 40, 50 people.
Yeah.
It was a big list.
Yeah.
When I saw his name, I was like,
it's the winner.
I was like, if this is not the winner, it has to be.
Well, like I just said for Mike Myers, when you think of Shrek, you think of Mike Myers.
Yeah.
When you think of Shrek, you think of Mike Myers and
Donkey.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
it's those two. So again, an easy one.
Yeah. But to round out my 5, it's interesting that we have a completely different 5 other than the winner.
You know, what is going on?
I have Dustin Hoffman in Hook, which was interesting because I thought he was one of the better parts of that movie,
fair.
Especially throughout. Because obviously Robin Williams, you get the last 30 minutes. But I had Martin Scorsese as Sykes.
You nominated
in
him?
Shark Tale because it just blew me like out of. I mean, no pun intended, but blew me out of the water. Where
that was awful.
Where he like. Dude, I mean, you think of him as this legendary director, and then when I first saw this, or when I saw it, rewatched it, I was like, oh, he's probably in it for 2 minutes. He's like one of the main characters.
No, he's in this a lot.
I was just so shocked.
It's him and De Niro that
I was just
shocking.
like, this is incredible.
Okay, I thought of doing that just because it is very much like, why is he in this movie?
Sure.
Like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
But he's not great in it.
I personally thought he was, just because when you see him in interviews, he's just very... he's
that's
himself.
Fair.
I thought he did I thought he did something interesting with it, to say the least.
Okay, I understand the pick.
Yeah.
Though I stand by, I don't think it should have been nominated.
I mean, teach their own. My
list is correct.
To round out my, please. To round out my 5, I have Jonah Hill as Titan in Megamind.
Oh, you do?
I thought he was like perfectly annoying. Like that was my take on the character, and it was like it worked for his character, and I really, really liked it.
That's fair.
And then another Titan, but in Space Chimps, our boy Patrick Warburton.
I wanted to.
As much as I looked at the list and I was like, there probably was someone that might have been better than him. I was like, I gotta include him
because he's our main guy.
He's our guy.
But
I know. Like, you didn't even watch the movies. So
I didn't, but I saw him in it.
Yeah.
It broke my heart to see him on the list and not pick him.
Yeah,
it's Patrick Warburton.
Yeah,
I was gonna get a shirt with Patrick Warburton people on it.
Didn't
end up happening.
Dude, yeah, it's still lost in the mail. I gotta go find that guy.
I'm so mad.
But yeah, so easily Donkey.
Yeah, come on.
And moving on to our last best.
Yeah,
for a
while.
Best actress in a supporting role.
Yeah,
let's hear the 5.
I once again have 5 for this.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, I have a good streak of 5, and then it gets pretty rough.
Yeah.
Okay, I have in order. You ready? Tina Fey, Roxanne, and Megamind. Cameron Diaz as Princess Fiona.
Yes.
You can start to sense a theme that
the Shrek cast rocks.
There's Shrek, Megamind, and Hook, and Chicken Run. Those seem to be the big 4.
Yeah, dude.
Hint.
So funny.
Amber Scott as Peter Pan's daughter in Hook, only because she was adorable.
Yeah.
I put Babs in Chicken Run.
Okay.
Which her name is what? Jane Horrocks?
Sure.
Horrocks.
Let's go with that.
Let's go with that. And then I have Angelina Jolie as Lola.
Okay.
In Shark Tale.
Hey, dude, we had 3 similar.
Okay.
I went with Renee Zellweger as Angie in Shark Tale. So I was between the two.
But Shark Tale got a nom.
Shark Tale did get a nom. I went with Angie because I thought that character had more depth.
Well, you remember
I know,
thoughts
I'm
on Lola.
well aware. Yeah. And I had a feeling.
Yeah, that was coming.
I had Tina Fey as Roxanne in Megamind, Cameron Diaz as Fiona in Shrek.
Yep.
Amber Scott as Maggie, which is Peter's daughter.
I didn't think you were going to pick her. Okay,
I had those 3. And then to round out my 5, I had Anna Sophia Robb as Violet Beauregard in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
You gave her a nom? Why?
Yeah. I thought she did, of the kids, I thought she was the most interesting. She made me laugh.
She bubblegum one, right?
Yeah. She made me laugh. I think she gave the character as much depth as that character could have gotten.
Whoa. That's not saying much for that movie.
I know, but I felt it was enough to kind of push her into the nom.
I guess
she didn't win. Spoiler alert.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I guess while her character in the movie still not great, she was probably one of the best things
highlights
about that movie.
She made me laugh, and that was enough to get me in there.
Yeah, she deserves a shout out for that. Yeah, I see her.
Good on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for making a best category.
It's probably the only one it's going to make.
It's the only one it's going to make. So your winner.
My winner.
Did you say your winner already?
I did not.
Okay.
My winner, even though she probably shouldn't have won,
was
Angelina Jolie.
In Shark Tale?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude, I love Lola. That's my girl, dude.
That was the horniest win I've ever heard. ever.
That, like most of these wins, I thought with my brain. I thought with my penis on that one.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Maybe if I let her win, she'll go on a date with me.
Enough. The fish, not the actress.
Yeah, no. I do not want to hang out with Angelina Jolie.
My winner, continuing in Shrek fashion, is Cameron Diaz as Fiona.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought she did such a good job.
I will say that's probably who should have won.
Yeah.
We should have had the same winner if I was, not a young man.
Yeah, well, sure.
Womp womp. Listen, get Smallwood in here. She knows what's up.
Hey, she knows. She knows what's up.
Okay.
Her and I have a shared obsession with Dua Lipa, and every time we see each
Do
other,
you?
we just obsess. Yeah, we obsess. It's an unhealthy.
I miss
situation.
Smallwood, man. She's the only one that recognizes my Lola obsession. It's crazy. Me and her are gonna get matching Lola shirts, body pillows, posters.
You gotta get one that's a crop top too. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
I'll wear it. Next video we make for Greenlit.
I'm gonna short. Yeah,
I'm gonna have it on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get super jacked for that episode, so I look great,
dude. Super tan.
Yeah, just like really commit. I'm in LA now, dude. Really commit to the bit.
Oh, that's awesome. Like a visor.
Of course.
Okay, so going into the more fun categories. Yes. This is where we
the
get
more Greenlit categories.
Yeah, the more Greenlit categories. Worst actor in any role. Any role. I'm hoping you have 5.
I have 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
I have 2. Because again, I think quality-wise was.
I was gonna say
it was okay.
There are 3 that are in the same movie for me. Out of my 5. So we'll get into it. Go ahead.
Okay, I only have 2. I have Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka.
Okay.
And then I have Andy Samberg in Space Gyms.
Okay.
I thought those two were just by far the worst.
Yeah, I know you hated Andy Samberg.
Ugh. Yeah. If I nominated anybody else, it wouldn't feel fair because those 2 were so bad.
Yeah.
Now here was my logic before.
Okay,
I
you're gonna
my
hate
winner.
my nominations.
Oh, brother, here we go. Okay, I think you're expecting me to give it to Andy Samberg.
Yes and no, because I think either of them for both of us would be fair.
That's fair. I gave it to Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Only because I wanted to give it to Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
He's the reason I turned the movie off.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't finish the movie.
Yeah.
So it felt kind of wrong to make it worst actor.
Yeah.
So Johnny Depp is my worst actor.
That's fair.
Of this entire season.
I'm going to say this, and I don't know, I'm not exactly sure how this happened.
Uh-oh.
I didn't nominate Johnny Depp.
Why? That's all we talked about in the episode.
I know.
How much we hated Johnny Depp.
I think I'm going to replace him as a last minute call.
Oh.
Because I definitely think he should be. I think my reasoning for this was, given the script that he was given, I think he didn't do like the worst job in the world.
I disagree.
But now that I'm thinking about it, especially compared to some of these nominees, I'm like,
we found him so
pretty.
He was doing
bad.
like the dialogue itself is bad, but my memory of it.
Yeah.
Minus our guest because he liked him for some reason.
Sure. Yeah.
But my memory is that the way he chose to deliver everything was so bizarre.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was awful. I'm like, what happened?
I know who I'm replacing.
Okay.
So I'm going to start there. I initially nominated Richard E. Grant as Tony's dad in Little Vampire.
Oh, you did?
Now, as much as a forgettable role that is, that's also why I nominated it.
Fair.
I'm going to replace it because I think he was the best of the 3 that I nominated for Little Vampire.
Oh, no. You hated Little
Dude, I think that's also why I didn't nominate Johnny Depp, because I got around to my first 2 picks because I was like, with what they were given, they did a pretty crappy job.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh man, I hated the Little Vampire, so I'm gonna nominate every male in this category.
That's crazy.
So I did Jim Carter as Rookery in the Little Vampire. I thought he was insane. The Vampire Slayer.
Oh yeah,
I hated him.
I forgot about him.
He was insane. And then I nominated, as much as I hate to say it, Rollo Weeks, who is Rudolph, which is the vampire, the little vampire.
Oh, you nominated a little kid?
I just didn't like him.
That's so sad.
I just hated him. So along with those 2, now it's gonna be Johnny Depp.
Yeah, which, come on.
I nominated Bob Hoskins as Smee because what was that Smee performance?
Yeah,
it was horrible.
Okay, that's fair.
It was so bad.
That's really fair.
I was just like, you missed the entire point of Smee in that movie. There's no whimsy. There's no fun. He's forgettable. I really, really despised him in that movie. I hated him.
I don't think I've ever seen you get this mad about a movie we've talked about.
But there's one that's worse.
There's one that's worse?
Dude, watching Shark Tale.
Yeah.
William Smith.
Who does he play?
Was so bad.
Wait,
Oscar, the main character. He's so forgettable.
You said William Smith, he threw me off.
Yeah, Will Smith. He's so bad in this movie. I hated him so much. I thought he was so obnoxious. He had no redeeming qualities. I thought any character that liked him in any way was incorrect. I thought that Sykes should have killed him in the first scene. Like, that's it. He should be dead. Like, the Jamaican jellyfish had every right to murder this guy. I hated him so much. So he is my winner. He's the worst actor.
Was that one of those obvious winners? You're
no,
like,
it was close. It was between him and Bob Hoskins because I hated Smee so much. But God, Will Smith was so bad. It wasn't like a.
I like him.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. That's why it's not like obvious, quote unquote.
Yeah,
because I was like,
yeah.
Pelton probably I really didn't mind him compared to like Johnny Depp. Like that should have been the clear winner.
Yeah.
But I was just so personally offended by Will Smith.
That's insane. I did not know you had such a hatred and anger towards Oscar from Shark Tale.
I didn't mind the movie because I think Scorsese saved it. That's why I nominated
Scorsese saved it.
Because I was like, everyone else in that movie, like Angie, Lola, Sykes,
especially
whoever
Lola.
Robert De Niro's character was. I think the supporting cast, Jack Black, everyone that was not Will Smith was really good in the movie.
Yeah.
I just did not like Will Smith. That's my big take. It's probably the biggest take I'll have. Possibly the next category too, but let's get into that.
You're gonna hate me for
I have a
saying
hot
this.
take.
Before the next category, you're gonna get super mad at me. I think Martin Scorsese was worse than Will Smith in that movie.
I mean, whatever.
I do.
It's fine.
I think almost everyone else in that movie was, well, not worse. They're all like okay besides Angelina Jolie. She rocked it.
I was just so shocked at Scorsese's performance. It might have just been shock value, which is why I nominated him.
Because he's not bad. That's the thing.
I just didn't remember him, which is why I was like, oh,
what's going on here? Kind of thing.
This is fun.
I do.
It'd be interesting if like George Lucas or Steven Spielberg, like one of the other like film brats or whatever,
was an actor in something.
Yeah,
and they were
did
decent.
A full like animated performance.
Park of the Monsters.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna get them.
Like especially for someone who's so outwardly against like fantastical movies.
True.
Like
stuff like that you think he wouldn't really be into.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was shocked and surprised and happy. I was like,
I just love how much you hate Will Smith.
Yeah, I was
in
not
this
a fan.
movie.
I really.
Now, are you
like
a fan of Will Smith at all?
I like him in Men in Black.
Okay.
Other than that, I think that he is one of the most stale actors in Hollywood, like of all time. Really? I think he has no depth to him whatsoever. And not just like, oh, The Rock plays himself in every movie. I just think he's not even good like as himself. It's like truly. I just don't think he is the action star that everyone hypes him up to be. Like, I think he has two good performances, and that is Men in Black,
Men in Black 2,
and King Richard.
Oh, I would say King Richard was great.
King Richard was fantastic.
We really liked that movie.
That's the only movie I've ever seen him show his acting chops in. Truly.
He's had a couple other like dramas.
Yeah, but like if you really think about his filmography, how many movies can you name that he's been in? Truly. Because for me, it's not many outside of those two.
Because like tons. What are you talking about?
I understand that there's a lot that he's been in, but none that you could be like, oh, he was fantastic in that movie.
Okay, minus the ending.
Or the movie was great.
I'm a big fan of I Am Legend.
I've never seen it.
It's pretty good.
So
the ending's bad.
That might be one.
Yeah, I think we should do a Will Smith deep dive.
Oh no, yeah, I understand why people like him. Like I get it. He's a movie star. He's handsome. He's good for what he is. I'm just not. I just don't like his stuff.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's kind of me with Will Ferrell. I'm not a huge fan.
I understand why people do enjoy his acting, but I just think he's bland.
Yeah,
I just think he's a bland actor. I don't know.
That's my dad with Robin Williams.
See,
isn't that crazy?
I hope he doesn't listen to this episode.
He's definitely listening.
I so strongly disagree.
I know you do.
He is. He might be my favorite actor of all time.
To be fair, that's excluding like Good Will Hunting and Dead Poets. He means like he means like his comedy or his comedic performance. I don't know if he's seen Aladdin.
Yeah. Aladdin, because Aladdin, most of that is improv. I mean, that's a lot of his comedic stuff.
You probably won't like it.
He improvs like even Good Will Hunting. He improvs a lot of his scenes.
That is true.
That's just like his thing is improv, and that's why I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, it is very impressive. Just the lack of caring about the script, but like in like the best way possible. You know what I mean? Not in like a mean way.
No, yeah.
But it's more like it's like you with Will Smith. Like the comedy just doesn't work for you.
Yeah.
He hates him.
And it's reasonable. It's each their own.
Yeah, which is me with Will Ferrell. Okay, I get the Will Ferrell hate. I mean the
Will Smith
hate and the Will Ferrell hate, but
okay, yeah. Anyways, moving on to worst actress in any role.
Okay.
For me, this was a really tough category because I didn't outright hate
any of them,
any of the performances of these actors.
Same.
But there was one that was like confusing and it put me off.
Okay.
And there's a reason, and I'll get to that in a second. You go first.
You're gonna get mad at me.
Why?
Worst actress in any role. I put N.A. not available.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I felt wrong to nominate any of them.
Yeah,
I liked all of them on the list. Yeah.
I tried to keep it as filling 5 slots as I could.
That's
why I prefaced it with I didn't really even want to nominate any of these people, but I put Catherine Fiore as Peep in Tom and Jerry's Little Green Alien. I thought she was
Well, for me, she was in Japanese half the time.
Well, yeah.
So.
I had Cheryl Hines as Luna in Space Chimps, just because I think she wasn't as good.
Was that the main girl in Space Chimps? Okay.
Again, very meh.
Very meh.
I didn't hate her. I had Angelina Jolie as Lola in Shark Tale.
You son of a bitch.
I did not like her.
How could you do this?
I had Anna Popplewell, the girl that you were in love with.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Chronicles of Narnia. She's Rudolph's younger sister in Little Vampire.
You put her down?
Didn't like her at all.
What is your problem?
I just hated her. Because she obsessed over the kid. And she was just
I would obsess over her. If I was that
horrible.
kid.
2 people that you were in love with.
Kid's an idiot. I know.
And then my winner is the last nominee.
Okay, as long as it's not my girl from Little Vampire, Angelina Jolie.
Please. I wouldn't do him that dirty.
Okay,
I know how much they mean to you.
Thank you.
Is a character, again, similar to Smee.
Okay.
Had so much good material to work off of, but just gave us nothing. And I know that there was this big controversy on set where her and Spielberg didn't get along. But it's Julia Roberts as Tinkerbell. Not a fan of her performance.
She wasn't great.
She's very middle of the road. There was no whimsy. There was no sass that she had in the original.
True.
Her growing to be human size was very off-putting.
And also
that's
the fact she kissed him. She kind of as a kid. It was a little weird.
It was very, very weird. So again, I didn't outright hate it. I just think Smee I hated.
Yeah, I can tell.
This one, she didn't do a terrible job. I just didn't love a lot of the creative choices.
Yeah,
I don't know.
If I had to pick one from that list, I guess that would be the option.
Yeah.
Because she's kind of especially when you think of Tinkerbell.
Right.
There's a lot that comes with that.
Yeah.
You're right, whimsy and magic and all that. And it just kind of wasn't there.
Yeah.
It was kind of lame. But I didn't mind it, though. So I felt bad being worst actress.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially compared to these other categories. We have some horrible categories in here.
Yeah, let's get into one of my favorite categories.
Okay,
I have 2 that are insanely close.
Okay.
I have one that's bolded as my winner.
Sure.
I could change that as I'm speaking.
Okay.
It changes every moment.
As we talk through it might change.
Worst director.
Yeah. It's a big one.
Let's get into it.
Okay, again, out of 5, I have 3.
Yeah.
I really fail with this 5.
That's okay. Yeah, I filled it out just to do it.
That's fair. I only have 3, and one of them I think you're gonna be very happy is on this list.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really gave a shout out to this movie at all
yet.
I have Kirk D'Amico for Space Chimps.
Yes.
Obviously.
Sure.
Because I didn't even watch it.
Yeah.
I have Tim Burton for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Poor Tim Burton. Because I think he won, or he got nominated for Best.
What?
Didn't he for Nightmare Before Christmas? I mean, last time we did this.
Yeah, I was at the Oscars.
No, he went from best to worst.
Yeah. Yes. He went from best to worst.
Also, fun fact: Mike Myers went from worst to best. Good for him.
Yeah, that's great.
And then the only other one I have
I'm back, sorry.
is Yuli Adele for Little Vampire.
I have those 3 as well.
Yeah. Now I will say, Little Vampire has not made an appearance on any of my worst lists quite yet. Only because for me that movie was so much fun.
Ah, okay.
But
right, because didn't you watch it with Allie?
I watched it with Allie, and it was a blast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So in terms of acting, all that, I haven't given it. But in terms of a movie, it's awful.
Yeah.
So I had to throw the director under the bus.
Is that your winner?
No.
Oh.
I gave it to Tim Burton.
Oh.
Now here was my thinking, because I was gonna give it to your guy Yuli.
Is that your 2?
That was for my 2. Because Space Chimps, again, I didn't watch the whole thing, so that feels wrong to do it. But with Tim Burton, there's so much good source material.
Yeah.
There's a book, a movie. You have Johnny Depp, who is a very good actor.
Yeah.
It should have been perfect.
Yeah.
He has no excuses for that at all, and it was just a train wreck.
Yeah, you just talked me into keeping my winner. So
it
was between Little Vampire and
Tim.
Tim and Yuli or Uli or whatever.
Sure.
It was so close.
Yeah, it's a
Little
tight
Vampire objectively is horrible.
Yes.
But again, I really, really thought about it for an hour and a half as I was doing this. Uli Edel was bolded. That was my winner.
Well, because that is a
and
worse
then I
movie.
switched it. Yeah,
Little Vampire is objectively worse than Charlie, but man.
And then I switched it last minute because I was like, you had the source material. But filling out my nominees, aside from Kirk D'Amico for Space Chimps, I had Kunihiko Yuyama for Pokemon the first movie. Again,
really?
So much good source material with the video games and everything.
That's true. There's a lot.
And there's a lot of other movies that are better.
Yes.
In that universe. So and this is the guy who directed all of them. This is his
he
first
only got
one,
better.
And then he
That's
just
true.
got better.
He kind of started off a little rough.
Hats off.
Yeah.
And then I had Bill Kopp for Tom and Jerry Blast Off Tomorrow's because same exact thing.
Yeah.
You had years and decades of good shorts, like good TV, shorts, whatever, short films. And
he kind of blew it. And my thing with that is they almost like missed the point of Tom and Jerry a little bit. Like they really misunderstood it.
Yeah.
But I found the Space Chimps Charlie and Little Vampire were just significantly worse films.
Right.
Like on their own. So wait, did you end up choosing Tim Burton then?
Tim Burton. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a shame, man, because on paper that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
If Tim Burton doing kind of a darker Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh, what happened?
Yeah. All right, we gotta keep it moving. So we're gonna go to Best Original Music.
Okay.
Now, talk about a stacked category.
Yeah, it is.
Because not only are the scores incredible, but the names are ridiculous.
Every name on my list
is huge. Is massive.
Huge. Yeah.
So give me your 5, and then let's talk winners.
Okay, I have Hans Zimmer and John Powell for Kung Fu Panda.
Yes.
Excuse me. I have John Williams for Hook.
Yes.
I have Danny Elfman for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes.
Now, I know that movie sucks, but the score sometimes rocks and sometimes it's so bizarre that it's almost fun. I have Hans Zimmer again.
Yep.
And Lorne Balfe.
Yep.
For Megamind.
Yep.
And then I have Henry Gregerson Williams and John Powell again for Chicken Run.
Chicken Run. You got my 5.
Really?
Yep. Those were the clear.
We have Hans Zimmer twice, John Powell twice, Danny Elfman, John Williams.
Yeah, and Harry Gregson Williams is a Greenlit legend.
Oh,
as
there
of
you
this
go.
season, as of Chicken Run.
He got 5 in.
God bless. Yeah.
Good for him. That's my man.
And John Powell's at 4. So John Powell is very close. Yeah.
He's close. My winner, let's see if we have the same winner.
Yeah.
It was close. I'll be honest.
This was the closest category for me.
It was very
easily.
Close.
There were 2.
I gave it to John Williams for Hook.
Me too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
It was so whimsical. It's beautiful.
Especially the flying scene. I talk about it in the episode. That's my favorite part of, one of my favorite parts of any movie ever. And that's like the reason why I love Spielberg and John Williams so much.
It seems like that.
You get the reaction shots, the classic Spielberg reaction shots, the whimsy, the wonder, the childlike wonder. It's incredible.
Listen,
my close second.
Yeah, what was your... Can I guess?
Yeah.
Was it Danny Elfman?
No.
Oh, what was it?
Chicken Run. If you remember that episode, all I talked about was how freaking good that score was.
Yeah, you did.
It was insane.
John Powell, baby.
Like those are the types of scores I want to use in films going forward.
Like Chicken Run?
Like Chicken Run, obviously the John Williams stuff,
if we get John Williams, that'd be great.
Yeah, but like the Chicken Run kind of, it's whimsical, it's fun.
That is fair. Yeah, that's a close second.
It's lighthearted. Yeah.
I think when you have John Williams your nomination, it's hard
to beat
him.
Well, unless he's scoring the new Indiana Jones.
We don't talk about
that's fine.
That. I'm talking like 90s John Williams. That was great.
Yeah. Best 1-minute character.
Okay. So
Should
we explain what this category is?
Yeah, it's just characters that show up for a bit. It's not technically supporting. I mean, you could objectively they're all supporting.
True.
But like you could argue that they're only in it for, a little bit, a couple minutes. I say 1 minute because sometimes they're in it for one scene. Yeah. So let's hear it because these are fun.
I have 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
great.
I have 5 for this one. I have the Gingerbread Man in Shrek.
Me too.
I have Pinocchio in Shrek.
Okay.
I have the Rats in Chicken Run.
So do I.
Hell yeah. I have Team Rocket.
Okay.
I love Team Rocket.
Yeah.
I think they're so much fun.
That's great.
And I have the Vampire Cows from Little Vampire.
Those were close.
Oh, they didn't make your list?
Close. I have the Jamaican jellyfish and Shark Tale.
I didn't know if that was like culturally okay anymore, so I didn't want to give it to them.
They were fun. I had the Rats and Chicken Run.
Hell
I had Spike the Bulldog in Tom and Jerry.
Oh, you did?
So fun.
Wow.
I had the Oompa Loompas because they were insane.
I was close to putting
And then I have the Gingerbread Man in Shrek.
Oh, there you
He's
go.
undeniable. He's
okay,
great.
but my winner, I'm assuming is also your winner based on what you just said, is the Gingerbread Man.
No.
Oh!
I say he's undeniable, but my winner, because of he's always been my favorite part of this series. And he always comes in and saves the day, especially in this movie, Spike the Bulldog.
What?
So fun.
Did you just say the Bulldog's your favorite part of the Tom and Jerry's series?
He's always been my favorite.
That's crazy.
He's just so insane. I love him.
That's insane.
It's a hot take, I know.
You picked a Bulldog from Tom and Jerry.
Gingerbread Man was my second.
Okay.
He's undeniable.
Yeah.
But at the last second, I was like, man, he saved the day, and he's just so silly. I love him so much. I have such a soft spot.
That's ridiculous.
I have such a soft spot for him. He's incredible. Okay,
fine.
So best DVD cover.
Yes, this one requires some research.
Talk about it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You gotta, if you're listening or watching, look up the visuals because these are all fantastic covers. But for me, there was one
Same.
Clear front runner because
Easily.
it's one of the only reasons I picked the movie for the show.
Oh.
Because it was like when I thought about the movie, I thought about the cover and nothing else.
Now, when I think about this movie, I also think of the cover.
Yeah.
And I think it's the only one that I would actually say is a work of art on this list.
Oh, yeah. No, I
There's
know
only-
that mine is not going to be your winner.
Oh,
Because
really?
mine heavily relies on the nostalgia of the DVD.
Oh, okay.
I know that there is a clear,
Yes.
like 1, 2, 3, like there's definitely ones
Sure.
that should be higher than the one I picked.
No, let's
But
just
go
get
ahead.
into it.
Yeah.
then. I have 3.
Okay.
Only because a lot of the other ones are just very generic.
Yeah.
They kind of look the same. So I have Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase.
Okay.
Mostly because nostalgia.
Yeah.
I can, that cover's so clear
Yeah.
in my mind. Shrek.
Yep.
For the same reason.
Yep.
I also like the dragon breathing fire and they're all running.
Yeah.
That's a cool one. And then my third one, and so obviously the winner. Hook.
Yeah.
It's literally a work of
Yeah,
art. Like
it is.
you should frame it. It's a stunning poster.
Yeah.
Hook.
I have Hook.
Yep.
I have Shrek.
Yes.
I have Scooby-Doo and the Cyber
Oh,
Chase.
cool. Okay.
Yeah. I have Tom and Jerry Blast Off to Mars because that one is very
Yeah.
nostalgic for me.
It's also, I considered it. It's a nice looking one.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah. And then I have Kung Fu Panda because nostalgia.
Okay.
Most of these were nostalgia.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my winner, because I literally remembered it for its DVD cover and the DVD cover only, is Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase.
Well, it was a direct-to-DVD movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you
But
that.
I'm saying like that was the only really
the
the
only
only
reason.
thing I it's the reason I picked the movie.
Yeah.
And you know,
Well, with the second
It's
you said
synonymous,
it, like
yeah.
I also just
Yeah.
pictured that cover. That's all I picture when I think of Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase.
right.
To this day.
Right.
I only watched the movie a couple months ago. I can't remember a single thing about it, but I remember the DVD cover.
Yeah.
So that's a good pick. That's a very
yeah.
like greenlit reason is
Yeah.
nostalgia, but I think the Hook poster is just so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I had the Hook DVD growing up, so there's also a lot of nostalgia
I never
behind
had
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
I can still
it's
picture it
solid.
sitting on my shelf.
Yeah.
Hook.
Okay. Best McDonald's collaboration. This is a fun little greenlit
Yeah, this is a cool
whatever category.
How many
let's
nominees
hear it.
were there? 4?
There was 4 and I nominated all of them just because why not?
I have 2.
Oh, rad.
Well, because I looked it up, and 2. Okay, can you list me the 4 real quick?
Megamind, Space Chimps, Hook, Kung Fu Panda.
Okay, Megamind and Kung Fu Panda did not get nominated because
Yeah.
the toys were just them.
Yeah.
There was nothing else.
Right.
It was kind of boring. So to my surprise, I nominated Space Chimps
Yeah.
because at least there was something going on. Like
Yeah.
they were kind of on a rocket, and then
The clear winner.
Hook
Yeah.
because they were on like little boats
Wait.
and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
I know. Oh.
Yeah, I went a different
Whoa,
way.
no, I nominated and gave it to Hook
okay.
because they were like
Yeah.
they weren't just the characters. To
That's
me, that's kind of
reasonable.
boring. There was like you could play. There's something going on.
It makes sense why you did that. I picked Kung Fu Panda.
Did you?
Because
did you have
I
them?
had every single toy.
Did you?
Yeah. So like growing up, like if you told me what is the most iconic McDonald's toys of all
You say
time,
Kung Fu
I would
Panda?
say Kung Fu.
See, I would say Surf's Up because those are the ones I had.
Yeah, Surf's Up is
Yeah,
easily second. for
there
me.
you go.
Yeah, and then probably Pokemon would be coming in at number 3.
Yeah.
Like different variations.
I had
of
none of these.
Yeah. Kung Fu Panda, I remember I had them like on my shelf.
Did
like,
you
they-
really?
like,
You had
these
every
were
single
the
one?
Every single one. I
No
made it
way.
a point to not stop getting McDonald's until I
You
got
wanted
those.
all of them.
Yeah.
It's actually really cute.
All right, getting into the more serious categories, our last 2.
Sure.
We have Best Picture.
Yes, I gotta find it.
So
yes.
I have 5
I have 5 as well.
for this. Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, I have to no surprise.
Yep.
Megamind.
Yep.
Shrek.
Yep.
Chicken Run.
Yep.
Hook.
Okay.
And then the 5th one's where it got complicated
Yeah.
because I have 4 that I really liked, and then nah.
Okay.
So my 5th one was so close
Mm.
between Scooby-Doo and Kung Fu Panda.
Yep.
I gave it to Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Do you have the same 5?
No.
Oh,
I
you
replaced
don't.
Hook with Scooby Doo. So
Oh,
I have
there you go.
Scooby Doo, Megamind, Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, Chicken Run.
Okay.
But there's a very clear winner. We said it in the episode. I think.
This is where it gets complicated.
Yeah.
Okay. So, before you say anything,
Yeah.
objectively the best movie on this list is Chicken
Is
Run.
Shrek.
Well, I'm happy you said that. I think Chicken Run is a better film,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
this is greenlit.
It's
And
Shrek.
it's about nostalgia.
Yeah.
So I gave it to Shrek.
Yeah, dude, Shrek was easily
I
the
didn't see
winner.
Chicken Run till like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Even with the nostalgia of Chicken Run, I still was
No,
like,
Shrek.
there are so many moments in Shrek that I was like, this is undeniably the best
Yeah.
film of this
Like when you
season.
think of like the epitome of this show,
Yeah.
Shrek is such a good
Yeah.
example. Like just go watch Shrek.
Yeah.
It all comes back. You're like, oh, this is awesome.
And there are moments in Chicken Run, but not nearly as many
I'm
as,
sure,
as
yeah.
Shrek.
I never even seen it.
Right.
Yeah.
So in our last category, we have the
Okay.
I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit Award, which is Worst Picture.
Worst picture.
So let's hear your
Okay.
5.
I have 5.
Yeah.
Again, A lot of these will not be surprising.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the not surprising ones, and then I'll save the last two. So, Trial in the Chocolate Factory.
Yep.
Widow Vampire.
Yep.
Space Chimps.
Yep.
Easy.
Easy 3.
And then the other two's where it kind of got a little tough again.
Me too.
I ended up going with Tom and Jerry.
Me too.
I think it just fundamentally screwed up Tom and Jerry.
Yep.
And I did pick the first Pokemon movie.
Dude, we have all 5.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Now,
Let's hear the winner.
I'm going to assume we both have the same winner.
It has to be the Little Vampire.
It's Little Vampire.
Yeah, okay. Thank God. Thank God.
I literally said earlier it's objectively the worst movie we
Yeah.
watched. While it's so much fun, it's almost not a movie.
Yeah.
It's such a train wreck, that thing.
So congratulations to the Little Vampire
You won.
on being the
I
worst
can't believe this got
picture.
Greenlit Award.
I can't believe this got Greenlit Award. We're going to send you a trophy. Don't worry.
One day.
To
They're
Louis
coming.
Edel or whatever the
And then
director's
what was
name.
the other? Did Cat in the Hat win the first time we did this?
Yeah. I
Cat-
think
okay,
so.
Cat
It was
in the Hat,
that or
Little Vampire.
Batman. I think I had Batman, but now
Oh,
retrospect.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So going into our rankings, including 2.5, we don't have a lot of time, so we can kind of quickly go through these and then announce what's next for the show. So do you want to let's hear your 12
Should we
in
go
order.
from worst to best or best
Well, we
to
now
worst?
know our best and
Oh,
worst.
true.
So let's go bottom. Let's go top to bottom.
Okay, I'll go top to bottom because actually you'd be a little surprised at something in here. So I'm just gonna go right in order 1 through 12. Shrek.
Yes.
Number 1. Chicken Run. Megamind. Hook. Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
Also my top 5 Best Picture nominees.
Yep.
And then Scooby Doo.
Yep.
As 6. I have Shark Tale.
Yep.
7th. Tom and Jerry.
Yep.
Pokemon.
Mhm.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
And then check this out. I know I just gave Little Vampire Worst Picture.
You went.
I have Little Vampire then Space
Yeah.
Chimps.
Our bottom, dude. We have almost the exact same list.
Besides the bottom two?
No, almost. Okay.
Ooh.
So our 6 are exactly the same 6, but just in a different order.
Okay.
And then the 7 through 12 are exactly the same except the last 2.
Oh,
so
no
I'll give
way.
you mine in order.
Okay.
I have Shrek.
Yes.
Chicken Run.
Correct.
Very close.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda.
Really? You put it above
love
Megamind?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I'm
I've always been
stunned.
way more of a fan, especially if you go back to that episode and listen to it. I say I need there to be another episode, like another movie that's better than Megamind because I didn't love it. But
that
I
is
definitely
true.
liked
I remember you
it.
saying that. I liked it way more than you
Kung
did.
Fu Panda, I
Megamind.
love it. Scooby Doo.
Really?
Then Megamind.
Okay.
Because Scooby Doo I have more nostalgia behind.
That's fair.
After Megamind is Hook,
Okay.
Shark
good.
Tale,
Yep.
Tom and Jerry,
Yep.
Pokemon,
Correct.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory,
Yes.
Space Chimps,
Little
and the
Vampire.
Little Vampire.
I figured.
Yeah.
Again,
It's-
little of like.
It's a pretty easy
Yeah,
year
it
or
almost
semester.
it almost wrote
season.
itself this
Yeah.
list. Again, I was thinking worst picture. Little Vampire is the worst picture, but the ranking is like a personal ranking.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get through Space Chimps twice.
That's fair.
So Space Chimps had to be last for me. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's season 3.
And one last thought. On season
Season
3
3.
and WCB.
Yep.
I can't believe this got greenlit. Thank you all for listening. Stay tuned for I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit. We've been teasing it for God knows
We've
how
let it
long.
slip
We've
many
let it slip
times.
too many times. If you're listening to the show, you probably already know that we are doing a thing. Our next chapter of Greenlit is the summer of sequels.
Yes.
We're going to be covering sequels to movies that we've already covered on the show, hopefully bringing back the same guests.
Yep, round
if
2.
not, we'll figure that out. But stay tuned for that, and we will see you in the summer.
We'll see you in the summer.
Yeah. Yes, we will see you then. Bye. Bye.
See you in the I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit 2.